Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. I miss my busy life, taking care of clients, production, tailors. I've actually realized that I love this YouTube, so I'm here to stay. Thank you guys so much for all the support. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Eden Kitchenyere, but everybody calls me NK. And today's video is gonna be juicy, it's gonna be spicy, it's gonna be everything you want it to be. So stick around and let's just get right into it. So let me point out, this is a disclaimer. I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not an esthetician. I don't have any license when it comes to skincare. What I'm showing you guys is what I use, what works for me. You can try it and see if it works for you. These things are approved, they have great reviews, but then nothing is 100%. I'm sure somebody has used something and doesn't like it, so you can buy them, try it and see if it works for you. But these are really great products and I've been using them for a while. I'm being completely honest in this video. Like I said, nobody paid me a dime. I'm just showing what I use. If there is a compliment I get every time, it is the fact that, oh NK, your skin is nice, your skin is this. And I know this video is long overdue, but I'm happy I am doing this video when I can actually show products that don't damage your skin or bleach you or all that. So this is my 100% honest opinion. Let me just put that out there before we continue. So I'll be giving you guys the juicy gist while doing my routine. First of all, let me take off this scarf. I need to take it off. To start off, I'm going to be using the CosRX Good Morning Low pH cleanser, and this cleanser is really good and refresh, soften your skin without that harsh feeling that burning sensation. With this cleanser you don't have to worry about that. Now I've heard so many good reviews on this cleanser, so I decided to go ahead and get mine. So yeah, now a lot of things has been going on Instagram, like, oh, you can go ahead and use your palm, your fingers, or a cotton pad. To be honest, I genuinely love to use my fingers to do everything. I feel like it doesn't absorb products, so it just does the job, so that's what I'll be using. So I'm starting off with the cleanser. Already a little goes a long way. It's truly gel. So me, because products are expensive, I don't need to use everything at once. So yeah, recently on Instagram a lot of things has been going on with skincare brands. Everybody's scared of this guy, very dark man, on Instagram, and personally I am here for it. And even if you don't take anybody's word for it, take it from me, a former skincare influencer. I have influence for skincare brands, so I would completely support the guy. To be very honest with you, I absolutely support the guy in what he's doing. And I feel like it's just a very just cause, like, it is long overdue. The crazy thing is that the people against him are the people that he's fighting for. 10 years from now, they now tell you, you have skin cancer, you have this, you have that, you're now going to pray fire, brimstone, let it come down, and God do this. But they say that charity begins at home, and you're not even doing your own charity work, which is taking care of your skin. What goes on the outside and the inside, they all go together. So, oh, this is really great. To be honest, it doesn't have that smell that some cleansers have, that strong irritating smell. So I just go in and really massage it into my skin for like a minute, and I'm going to go rinse it off. I would highly recommend this product. When it comes to skincare, I keep my routine extremely simple and easy. This is not irritating. If you're like me that has sensitive skin, then this is definitely a good buy for you. So the next thing I'm going to be using is, meanwhile, I would like to point out that the the gel cleanser, this actually lathers so well. So like I said, a little does go a long way. The next thing I'm going to be using on my face is my toner. Now, I just got introduced to this Wonder Ceramide Mochi toner. It's not expensive. To be honest, all the products I'll be showing you guys are very much affordable. Like I even have products of 3,000, 4,000 naira here. So we'll get right into it. Before buying this particular product, I used to use the Haru Wonder. I'm showing this thing so that when I say I used to use it, it's not talk. I actually use this. You can see it's completely finished. I used to use the Haru Wonder. Next thing I'm going to do actually before my toner, because I feel like my skin is dry. This actually kind of dries my skin. So is this lip gloss. If you know me, I don't joke with having moisturized lips. So this is the lip gloss I'm using. It is the Opera Ade lip gloss in this particular color. I don't play with this thing. And like I said, I'm being so honest. This is actually the 6th one, but I threw the other ones away. This is the empty ones I have. These are my empties. You see, I scraped them off. They are quite empty. So this is a great, this is in Zari, by the way. She has crystal, she has so many colors, but between crystal and Zari, this Zari is my favorite. Crystal is clear white, obviously, but I'm going to apply this. It doesn't leave that white patch on your lips, and it really lasts so long, and it does moisturize your lips. That's why I love it. Also, it's from a Nigerian skincare brand. So buy Nigeria, baby, buy Nigeria. So yeah, let's get into it. Like I said, next thing I'm going to do now is to use the Ceramide Mochi toner. For this, I'm going to be using this with a cotton pad. Now, like I stated earlier, as a former Nigerian skincare brand influencer, I have seen things. So I am all for the guy coming for them. And somebody might think, oh, his manner of approach is this or that. But Nigerians that I know, they like quiet, hey, please go and get that number. They don't like that kind of behavior. Nigerians, and by force, are 5 and 6. The whole drama going on Instagram, it's becoming a movement. I'm so here for it. I'm actually going to applaud Nigerian women, because a lot of us now are going for products that are actually verified, tested, and products that their manufacturers have the license to produce those things we use on our face. Your skin is your office. That's the first thing people see. So you can't just throw anything on it. Now, when I was in uni, I used to have really bad skin, and my mother would always tell me it's just hormones that I would outgrow it, but I get coconut head. I know the hear word, and she was right, because she was actually right, because I realized years later that I shouldn't have even bothered. During the course of not listening to my mother, I discovered a particular brand. They were still new then. Now they're very big on Instagram. Obviously, I'm not going to name names. They're so big on Instagram now. But then, she barely had 1,000 followers, and I just sent her a DM. I sent her a picture of my face. I'm going to find the picture and put it up there. I'm like, this is what's going on. So she recommended a couple of things, and by then I had already used Heaven on Earth. Now, I have very sensitive skin, so I'm always careful what I put on my skin. So I explained all this to her, and she told me, don't worry, this and that, blah blah blah, try this. So I paid for the products, and she sent it from Lagos then down to Inu, because that's where I schooled. I'm done using my toner to clear up whatever else is left on my skin. Now, the next thing that's on the list of this routine is, now I already used sheet mask yesterday night, so there's no need to do it again, because I don't use it every day, like maybe once every 2 days or 3 days depending. But these are the ones I use. I use this snail is my favorite. This is the honey, this is the snail, and this is the charcoal. Now, what this does is to hydrate your face. I've come to realize that some people react to this thing. I don't know why. The first time I actually tried it, I did react to it. I started having breakouts, but I think my skin got used to it and then it stopped. But this is really good. So you leave it on your face, put on the mask, you leave it on your face. I'll put up a picture of how it's supposed to look. And you leave it on your face for 15 to 20 minutes. And then when you take it off, whatever is left from the pack, apply it all over your face. It's really, really good. So the next thing I'm going to use is my all-time favorite product. This is the second buy, CosRX Nail All-in-One Cream. This is a holy grail for me. I do not play with it. I love it so much. But let me continue with our gist so that we don't lose momentum. So I got the products and I started using them. I will not lie, it was so good. It worked for my skin, it cleared up my acne, it cleared up my spots, it cleared up my pigmentation. In fact, I was glowing. Everybody in my department wanted to know, oh NK, what do you use? This and that. And I was referring people. So from there, myself and the lady that owns the brand, we built a relationship from there. People would tell her, oh, NK recommended your product, this and that. So when she started, she was really good. I'll give it to her. That's the thing with people, not just Nigerians. You get big and then you over commercialize your products. You don't maintain the same quality because now you want to cater to so many people. You don't maintain the same quality, the same standard, the same thing that made people want to start buying from you initially. If you had seen me in 2020 and 2021 beginning, I was what we call face of Fanta, body of Coke. I had dark knuckles, my feet were black. You people wouldn't notice because of pictures. I mean, my face was white, but in between my fingers were all white. I'm also going to try and get a picture. In fact, it was a mess. And then to crown it all, people were now sending me pictures. Some people were getting stretch marks. It was just, those huge stretch marks, like somebody that has never had it, they were getting. People were just so reacting. In a day, I could get like 2 DMs from people complaining this and that. And I'll reach out and say, this is what's going on. Me, if I even get my own problem on. But by then I had started getting rid of the products. I didn't want to use them again. These chemicals are so harsh. We don't even know what we put on our skin. And like I said, I'm being completely honest. I'm obviously not going to name names, but it was such a bad period. Some people would even complain. They'll come back and say that nothing was, they didn't tell them anything, that this and that. So from there, I just started removing and detaching myself from the brand because it was also hurting me. Because these people trust me. They trusted me so much that they decided to take my recommendation and try out the product. So if you're one of those people watching this, me too, I suffered. So don't think that I did not. I'm also letting this cream settle into my skin so it does the job it's supposed to do. That's the thing about skincare. You're supposed to do it an hour before bedtime. So you want the products to do their job, okay? So people were also complaining to me, NK, this, it was so much. So after that, I removed myself from the brand. Luckily for me, our contract ended, so I just removed myself from it. I even unfollowed them. I was like, you know what, this is too messy for me. I don't want the smoke. So I left. So the next thing I'm going to be using is my Dr. Rochelle Vitamin C Face Serum. It's brightening and anti-aging. And my Vitamin C Face Cream, also brightening and anti-aging. 2 brands I would say tested and trusted because I know that they buy directly, not because they are my people, but I actually do know that they buy authentic products, the Skin Passport and Skin by Nina. So I'm going to put their handle on Instagram. If you know any other place, go ahead and buy, but these are the ones that I would recommend any day, anytime, because I know they buy original. Back to our story. The whole thing was just a mess. You now think NK learned her lesson. Now, the first skincare brand I influenced for, I like to do this under my eyes. I used to have very dark under eye, but these days I realized that since I started using the serum and the face cream, it's really helped a lot. So the first skincare brand I influenced for was completely out of love. It really helped when it did, before it stopped helping and started damaging. The second one, and this is where I would tell you that everything Very Dark Guy says, I completely support, because a lot of these influencers do it because of the money. They don't care for you. Now, the second time, the money was really good. I wasn't going to pass it up. You know, when six figures are really six figuring. So I went ahead and accepted the offer. I'm being honest in this video because, like I said, I've learned my lessons from all this, and I'm hoping I can help in my own little way, in my own little corner. So I took the job, and it was for 6 months too. Yes. At some point, even the lady was angry that I hadn't started posting, but I was really, this time around, based on what I experienced the last time, I actually did use the products, but I used them for a month. I had to see if there was any bad side effects or anything. To be honest, I didn't experience any, but I still had to stop. Now, don't get me wrong, this other brand wasn't bad. In fact, I would highly recommend their hair care products any day, anytime, because I used it. It was bomb. I enjoyed it. I loved it. It was good for my hair. So that was that. You can see how I'm already glowing. Ooh, if you do this every day, what makes you think your skin won't be good? Why do you think you need Usha White, like a proper doctor will say, or 3 days whitening set? You don't need it. So I knew that whenever I got back into skincare, I was going to use products that I needed to use, not just 3 days half casts, this and that. So I used my black soap till date because I would swear by that one. No disappointment, no discoloration, also NAFDAC approved. So that I used and still use. So right now I'm going in with the face cream. So when I see comments on Instagram on people coming for the guy, I'm like, you're coming for him for what exactly? Speaking the truth. Nobody says you have to like the truth. It just has to be said. It is the truth. So these days, you know, people just feel like they can cut through corners, damage other people's skin, and just call it a day. And because they have like huge following and they maybe have the money, they can threaten you and say, oh, if you talk, we would sue you, we would do this, we would do that. And I understand like people can be scared. I understand the fear of, I don't want problem, let me just keep quiet. But if you see people that have suffered from the hands of these skincare brands, what they go through, you know, you can buy Egyptian set for 80k. 4 years down the line, you spent over 800,000 still treating it. So it's just plain crazy. I'm going in with the face cream, and that's what I'm using. I'm currently breaking out even, but I didn't want to come here and start adding filter or all that nonsense. So my period is going to start soon, so I have my reminders here. So this is just like a very raw, unfiltered video. Let's actually talk about this skincare. If other people won't say it, I will. Okay, that's why when people, I still get emails, hi again, would like you to influence our skincare brand. These days I don't even bother. I don't bother, please, because I don't want problem. Been there, done that. I don't want issues. If you're not, I'm not saying, no, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that they're not amazing Nigerian brands. You can even say, if you see them, you will know those ones, they're not shaking, they full ground, they know what they offer you, and they will tell you, come, you know, those ones. Test your product. It's not even hard. There is an agency for that. There's a reason NAFDAC exists. If there is no law in a country, all of us would be animals. So why can't you just go ahead, test the product, let them tell you, okay, go ahead. It's okay, be a business owner, do what you have to do. I'm a business owner, I take corrections. Sometimes you may not like the way clients go about their things. Some of them will just go ahead and call you out. It happens. But if you have the approval and they call you out, you can say, oh, so and so thing is the reason. Even these products that we use, these international products and the rest that are licensed and approved. So I've used certain products that reacted on my skin the next day and I stopped. It doesn't mean the product doesn't work. It's just not good for my skin. So you need to understand what works for you. That's why it's always good to try patch, you know, do a patch test. If you buy a new cream, put it on your arm. If it doesn't react, try it on your face, or inside of your face. If you don't react, then you can go ahead, try it on your full face, and then from there you carry on. There are so many skincare products I want to use, retinol and the rest, but I'm taking it gradually, one step at a time. The next thing I'm going to be using is La Roche-Posay cream. This is actually my body cream, not just for my face. It's pricey, but it lasts and is worth it. If you don't have dry skin, this is perfect for you. If you even have oily skin, this is perfect for you because you're guaranteed that you will not be producing all that plenty of oil. You don't need that oil on your face. So this works for me. So just put a great amount. So I'm just going in. Oh God, it's like butter. You know, butter. Oh God, it just, oh my God. It is so great, guys. It's like, it makes everything come together and just gives it that, you know, it's perfect. I love it. Look at my, see how I glow? Watch my face. Look at that. Look at that. This is amazing. The next thing, and this is the last step on my skincare routine, is my body oils, also for face and body. Now this one, please, it is NK's oil. I'm just showing you this because, like I said, I'm being honest. Now I want to point out that when you're doing your routine, your oil comes last. This is because oil, once you put oil before your products, that's it. Your products cannot penetrate through the oil, but your oil can go into the products. That's why your oil comes last, except for your sunscreen, if you're wearing sunscreen. But this, like I said, it's nighttime routine. After this, I'm going to get myself a nice bottle of room temperature water, and that's that. So I'll use this. This gives me this endless glow, literally endless. If I wake up in the morning, it's still there. Just use what works for you. You can use any body oil or face oil and just, you know, roll with it. If you're wondering how NK is always glowing, always looking fine, her skin is this, I actually dedicate time and effort. An hour before bedtime, sometimes once I even 3 hours, I do this so that when you lie down, you know, your pillow doesn't absorb your products, and also it has the time to sink in and do its job. So in conclusion, let's not fight what will help us. Nobody ever said the battle to get something good is going to be easy. Now this guy is doing this thing, some people I think he's doing too much, but in the long run we are all going to appreciate. For some of you that don't already appreciate him, you're going to end up appreciating what he's doing. There are so many amazing Nigerian skincare brands that go through the right process and get their products out. If you know what you're doing is right, you won't be scared. To be honest, if somebody calls you say, but I beat my chest, ask NAFDAC, ask this person. I am 100% tested and trusted. So this is my nighttime routine. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll answer to the best of my ability and my knowledge. I'm going to, like I said earlier, link put the name of the vendors where I buy my products from. Tested and trusted. Again, this is not a paid video. Nobody should give me 1 naira. This is just me doing it out of the abundance of my heart because I want us to be glow babies. I want us all to shine. You know, I want us all to be beautiful, to walk around and have the best skin. Somebody says, oh, I love your skin. You say, thank you. You don't have to be scared and say, I use this one, not the one you stop using. Then 2 weeks later, you're breaking out because your skin is reacting to not getting older. That means anything that you stop using and you start reacting, run from it. It is completely bad for you. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So anyways, that is the end of this my video. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know your thoughts. Let's grow this channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.